Oh. That hurts so much. Where's the water? Could I have been seeing things?
General, look! A pool of fresh water has suddenly appeared here. It hasn't rained, and the snow hasn't melted either. This is truly strange.
Nobody move. Don't go any closer. We have been besieged for 3 whole months. Not a drop of water can be found in the city. For such a strange phenomenon to appear now, something must be wrong.
What exactly is the origin of this mirror? How can it be so bizarre? What is this? It looks like the armor worn by ancient soldiers. Fragments. The Da Qing dynasty. Lu Chenyang. This is someone from 1,000 years ago. Oh my god. Could the water I just spilled have really passed through this mirror and traveled to an ancient battlefield from 1,000 years ago? So, on the other side of the mirror, someone really does exist. Things just got a lot more complicated. Yuncheng Pass was besieged by barbarians for 3 months. Water and food supplies in the city were cut off. The court delayed sending reinforcements. The defending general, Lu Chenyang, eventually died in battle when the city fell. Of the 30,000 residents in the city, not a single soul survived. Those few cups of water I just poured were actually sent into a doomed city of the dead.
General, even if this matter seems strange, but this is indeed fresh, drinkable water. The men have already reached their breaking point. Without any more water, many will die of thirst tonight.
Distribute the water. Tell everyone to drink sparingly. We must hold out as long as we can.
General, do you think this sudden supply of fresh water is truly a miracle from the heavens?
This is no ordinary phenomenon. Water appearing out of thin air is far too strange. It seems more like someone in the shadows has stepped in specifically to save our soldiers.
Right now, I myself am heavily in debt. I can barely take care of myself. How could I possibly have the means to help a stranger from 1,000 years ago?
Charge!
General, disaster has struck. Under the cover of night, the barbarian army has launched a surprise attack.
The battle has really begun. The city is already starved of food and water. How can they possibly find the strength to repel the attack? Forget about the money for now. Saving lives is what matters most. I must do whatever I can to help.
Something else has appeared. This must be a miracle. The heavens are protecting us. We have water to drink. Now, we finally have a hope of survival.
General, it truly is the mercy of the gods, who have chosen to intervene and rescue those of us who are trapped.
This is not the work of gods, but rather a person with a kind heart, who reached across the void to protect our soldiers.
This is what he gave me in return. I didn't expect them to remember this kindness so deeply. It was just a few cases of ordinary bottled water. I can't believe I received such a precious ancient jade in return. Its value is truly beyond my imagination. I originally stepped in to help only out of compassion. I never expected him to send back such a rare and precious gift. It seems the people on the other side value honor and gratitude deeply.
Su-Wan, I know you're hiding in there, dodging me. Let me make this clear. Tomorrow is the final deadline. Be a good girl, sign the papers, and move out. Otherwise, we'll come back and start the demolition by force. It won't be a pretty sight for anyone then.
Don't think you can just get lucky. If you know what's good for you, open the door now. Don't force our hand. Our boss has limited patience. If you still won't cooperate today, we are just going to break the door down.
These people have come to harass me for relocation time and again. They don't just want this land. They're clearly after the antiques in this house. Grandpa specifically warned me before he passed away that this mirror and the old house must never fall into the hands of outsiders. I will never let them have their way. Oh no, they're actually trying to pick the lock.
Hurry up. She's just a young girl. What kind of trouble could she possibly stir up? The relics in this old house. I must get my hands on them today.
Who's there making all that noise late at night? Leave at once.
Damn it, someone had to show up right now.
Boss, the security guard is coming this way. We'll be caught if we don't leave now.
Let's get out of here first. Su-Wan, consider yourself lucky today. I have all the time in the world to outlast you. We'll see about this.
That scared me to death. They almost barged in. The mirror is still glowing.
General, thanks to that miraculous water that appeared out of thin air, only then could my men survive this wave of night attacks. Otherwise, our lines would have truly collapsed tonight.
This debt of gratitude is as heavy as the mountains and rivers. We must not accept this kindness in silence. Bring me paper and brush. I shall write a letter myself, to thank the benefactor who has been helping us in secret.
I know not who you are, but you have shown mercy in our darkest hours.
Granting my soldiers and people water and a chance to live. I was sent to guard this city, and protect its people. Had it not been for your aid, Yunmen Pass would have long since turned to scorched earth. I, Lu Chenyang, swear upon my life to honor and thank you for the rest of my days. With the mountains and rivers as my witness, I shall never fail you.
He reveres me like a deity and seeks to repay me, but I'm just an ordinary person from the modern world. I am nothing special. In the winter of the third year of the Yong'an era, on a snowy night, the city was breached. Lu Chenyang fought to his last breath for his country. None of the city's 30,000 soldiers and civilians survived. It turns out the day the city fell, according to official history, is tomorrow at dawn. He clearly fought with everything he had to hold the pass. No reinforcements, no supplies. In the end, his entire army was annihilated. This is just too cruel.
General, the enemy, their siege platforms are fully constructed. The final assault begins tomorrow at dawn. We cannot possibly withstand such a massive force. The city's provisions are completely exhausted. Countless men are wounded, and we have no medicine left. Even if the men are willing to fight to the death, there is no chance of victory.
We who wear this uniform were born to guard this land and its people. If the city stands, we stand. The city falls and its people perish. It was meant to be our fate. It is only a pity for the common people, who were innocently dragged into this war. My heart is heavy with bitterness. In the end, they must face death alongside us.
He has clearly done nothing wrong. He gave everything to protect his country and people, only to meet such a tragic, doomed end. I don't care how history is written, since I already know the outcome. It is impossible for me to watch helplessly as he and the entire city perish. Why did it crack? Is it because I teleported too many things? The mirror can no longer take the strain. No. Is the space-time passage about to close? I might never be able to reach them again.
The benefactor has bestowed more supplies. We have food and medicine now. We truly can hold out now.
The benefactor gave everything to help us, saving every soul in this city. I, Lu Chenyang, shall repay this kindness in this lifetime.
Dawn has come. The doomed fate recorded in official history is finally here. It's cracked so badly, I don't know how much longer it will hold. The sun has risen over there. The battle must have already begun. Since I've chosen to intervene, I have no reason to give up halfway. He said this was a thank you gift, but I only sent a few cases of water. How could it be worth this much? Mutton fat, white jade from the mid-Daishing era. The craftsmanship is so exquisite. It must be worth a fortune. If I pawn it, I can buy even more supplies to send over. It was an unexpected windfall anyway. Using it where it's needed most is the best way to honor his intentions. I'm just a bit reluctant to part with it. After all, he gave it to me personally. It's across a whole millennium.
Miss, where did you get this from?
It's a family heirloom.
Mutton fat white jade from the mid-Daishing dynasty. It's in excellent condition. The carving is of imperial court quality. It's rare to see one so well preserved.
Roughly how much is it worth?
A conservative estimate will be 8 to 10 million, but it has to go through a formal appraisal process. If you need to sell it urgently, the sooner the better. I can offer you 6 million right now. I'll transfer the money immediately. Market prices for these old pieces fluctuate a lot. I'll be honest with you, I'll only make $1 million or 2 on the resale.
Deal. The food should be enough for a while now. The medicine is also sufficient for the time being. I was in such a rush last time. I didn't even make a list. I must keep a clear record this time. $30 bags of compressed rations, 10 packs of sterile gauze, 2 bottles of iodine. Last time I shoved everything through at once. The mirror cracked immediately. I'll send them in batches this time, a little bit at a time. I don't want to break it again. I'll send the food and medicine first. The clothes can wait until later. Can you still hold on? Hair, that's good. Hello, yeah.
1-1. Why haven't you been answering your phone lately? About the historical records of Yuncheng Paris you asked for. I found some new information.
What kind of information?
Official history records that Lu Chenyang died when the city fell. But I found an unofficial folk chronicle. The account in there is a bit different.
Different how?
The chronicle says that before the city was taken, Lu Chenyang handed his general's seal to his personal guards to take away. They even arranged for the civilians to evacuate through secret passages. But as the secret route was too complex, only a small number of people eventually escaped. However, official history doesn't record this account.
A secret passage. There's a secret passage at Yuncheng Pass.
It's hard to say if it's true. Folk records are often a mix of fact and fiction anyway. Hey, what have you been so busy with lately?
It's nothing. I've just become a bit interested in this historical figure.
A general from 1,000 years ago? What's so interesting about him? Have you been staying up late reading novels again?
Something like that.
General. Another batch of provisions just appeared out of thin air. The quantity is even greater than last time. The brothers can finally have a full meal tonight.
Our benefactor is still helping us.
Just who is this benefactor?
No matter who they are, we shall never forget this kindness. I only wrote a letter last time. It doesn't feel sincere enough. Go to my cabinet and bring me that sandalwood box.
General, but that's your family's heirloom mutton fat jade pendant.
Compared to saving our lives, what is a mere piece of jade?
Another gift in return. Why is this person so formal? This is absolutely stunning.
You have bestowed more medicine upon us. The entire garrison is eternally grateful. This jade is an heirloom of the Lu family. It is not a mere repayment, but a token of the profound gratitude I hold. while the siege remains unresolved. I dare not speak lightly of repayment. But should there be a tomorrow, I shall surely come to thank you in person.
Who's asking you to come and thank me? Just focus on surviving first. But the secret passage has long fallen into disrepair, with multiple cave-ins, and the mountains sealed by heavy snow. Hardly 1 in 10 escaped alive. It's not that he won't retreat, it's that there is no way out. The passage has collapsed. The mountains are snowed in. Even if they leave the city, it's a dead end.
General, have some hot soup to warm yourself. This was made from the rations sent by our benefactor. The men all say it smells better than meat.
Lin Yuan, how many years have you been with me?
General, I joined your command when I was 16. It has been exactly 10 years now.
10 years. I recall you are a native of Yan City. Who do you have left at home?
My parents passed away early. I only have a younger sister left. She currently lives in the west of the city.
If there were a way for the people to leave the city.
General, do you mean the secret passage in the city god temple?
You know of it?
I grew up here in Yun City. I used to explore it with my friends when I was a child, but most of that passage has caved in. It's impassable.
What if it could be cleared?
General, what do you mean?
The entrance is the dry well at the city god temple, and the exit is at the eastern corner of Yinche County. As long as we can clear the path, the people can retreat beyond the mountains by night.
But the outskirts are crawling with barbarian scouts, even if they make it out of the passage.
That is why someone must remain on the city walls, to keep fighting and holding the line, to keep their eyes fixed on us.
General, you mean to stay behind yourself?
I will lead the rear guard. Divide the 2,000 men into 3 shifts. Take turns beating the drums and lighting torches along the walls. Make the barbarians believe the city is still heavily guarded. The civilians will evacuate through the secret passage under the cover of night. We must get as many out as possible.
But if we do that, once the civilians have all evacuated, those left behind to cover the retreat.
I know.
I am willing to stay and cover the rear with you, General.
Your sister is still at the west end of the city. You must see her to safety.
He plans to stay behind to cover the retreat. This man, he never intended to make it out alive from the very start. The passage has collapsed. Then we'll clear the rubble. The mountains are snowed in. Then I'll send over winter gear. I can always find a way from my end. If he's holding the city and covering the rear, then I'll be the one to dig out his path to survival. You are not allowed to die. You haven't finished repaying me for my help yet.
My benefactor, when this battle is over, I must ask you in person, who exactly are you?
There are 5 collapses marked along the 3-li secret passage. If every spot needs to be cleared by hand, without the right tools, it really can't be done. I need to add a few more things. Wheelbarrows to move the rubble, crowbars for the heavy rocks, and walkie-talkies to keep everyone in touch. He has the men, and I have the gear. With 2,000 men working on the passage, 1 night should be enough.
General, from every camp, we've pulled 100 local soldiers familiar with the terrain. We have 300 men in total. They grew up here in Yun City, and many have been inside the passage before.
300 men will be enough. Have Old Chen lead the team. He is the caretaker of the city god temple. He knows the secret passage better than anyone.
But General, we need tools to clear the secret passage. Most of our shovels and pickaxes were sent to the blacksmith to repair weapons. There are very few left.
She heard us.
Hurry.
General, I've been using this secret passage since I was 16. I can walk it with my eyes closed. Don't worry, with these handy tools. The cave-ins won't be an issue.
5 cave-ins. Can they be cleared in one night?
As long as the heavy snow outside doesn't block the exit. I stake my old life on it, and guarantee the General a clear path before dawn.
As for the evacuation of the citizens, keep it quiet for now.
I understand.
One. I found another obscure piece of information about Lu Chenyang. Unofficial history says he eventually went missing, and his body was never found. Guess what? A bronze mirror disappeared at the same time. A very ancient bronze mirror. It vanished along with him. Isn't that a coincidence?
Since his body was never found, that means his death in official history might not be the final word. What if he didn't die? What if his disappearance with the mirror is connected to this Tongxian mirror? The Tongxian mirror is not unique. Ancient texts record that 2 mirrors were cast, one yin and one yang, complementing each other. To reveal their true form, 2 mirrors. 2 mirrors. 2 mirrors. One connects to the future, and the other connects to the past. If mine is the yin mirror that connects to the past, then where is the other yang mirror?
A bronze mirror was also missing.
Could it be that Lu Chenyang has one as well?
It's true. All 5 collapses have been cleared. The snow at the exit has also been dug out. General. Quick, tell the General, the secret passage is open. General, the secret passage is open. Not a single part of the 3D passage has collapsed. It is clear all the way through.
Thank you for your hard work, Old Chen.
I wouldn't dare take the credit. The benefactor who sent the tools is the true bodhisattva. Without those headlamps and shovels, forget one night. We couldn't have cleared it in 3 days.
Lin Yuan, pass down the order. According to the prearranged list, the first group of civilians will gather at the city god temple in 1 hour. The elderly, weak, women, and children will go first. The young men will follow in the second group. Everyone must only carry essential belongings. The passage is narrow. If it gets blocked, it will be a death trap. Yes, sir. Dig here, according to the map.
It really worked. In just one night, he managed to clear the 3Li secret passage. He definitely hasn't slept all night. Does this guy ever even sleep? I guess I'm in no position to talk. I've been up all night too. It's snowing on his side, while it's sunny here, helping him clear a secret passage across time and space. Who would believe this if I told them?
General, aren't you coming with us?
I still have some matters to attend to. Go through the secret passage first. Someone will be waiting on the other side.
Then when will you come?
Very soon.
General, sir, please come soon.
Liar. You never intended to leave. This is where the secret passage exits. Once you clear the mountains, head east for 30 li to reach the next town, but there is a stretch of open ground in between. If the heavy snow doesn't let up, the elderly, women, and children won't survive the trek. I need to send another batch of winter supplies. It's over 10 degrees below zero on the evacuation route. Cotton clothes alone won't be enough to endure it.
Miss, last time it was an official grade jade pendant. This time, it's a family heirloom jade disc. Just how many items like this do you have? Antiques of this caliber.
This is the very last one.
A top-tier sweet fat white jade disc from the mid-Dashung dynasty. It's completely flawless. The carving is as exquisite as the jade itself. To be honest, this will start at 200,000 yuan at an auction house.
I need the money urgently, just like last time.
I can offer you 120,000 this time. This is already the highest price in the industry. For a quick sale, any higher and I won't make a profit. Deal.
How did you get in here?
The lock on your balcony window was broken. My men helped you fix it. Miss Sue, I'm doing this for your own sake. The old house has fallen into such disrepair. It's no longer safe. The demolition order has been issued. It's all in black and white, officially stamped. I'm here today, to give you one last chance to sign. Take 500,000 and walk away. If you don't sign, the bulldozers roll in tomorrow, and you won't get a single cent of that 500,000.
Mr. Zhao, let me ask you just one question, regarding the demolition of this old house. Is it the land you're after? Or the things inside it?
Both. The land is fixed, but the treasures are what matter. Your grandfather was once a big name in the antique world, quite the legendary figure. Your grandfather hoarded quite a few treasures. Leaving these antiques in your hands is a total waste. You might as well hand them over to me. I'll find a better place for them.
To be blunt, you've simply set your sights on my family's belongings.
Sue Wan, you're just a young girl. What's the point of clutching onto these old relics? Wouldn't it be better to trade them for cash? 500,000 not enough. 600,000, that's my final offer. Sue Wan, I'm trying to be reasonable with you. Don't push your luck. The demolition order has already been approved. Whether you sign or not, this house is coming down. But as for the things inside, if you sign the contract, they're mine. If you don't, they'll be considered abandoned property. Think it over. Let's go. What's locked in that drawer?
Personal belongings. None of your business, Mr. Zhao.
Fine. When the bulldozers arrive tomorrow, I hope you'll still be this stubborn.
Is it the police? He saw the blue light in the drawer. He definitely saw it. He knows you're here. It's not just about the old house anymore. It's because of you. Hang in there. His retreat isn't finished yet. Please, hold on just a bit longer.
General, the first group of civilians has already passed through the secret passage. The exit. Our men at the other end sent word back. The snowstorm has temporarily ceased. The paths are passable now.
When will the second group depart?
In 2 hours. They're all able-bodied and move fast. We can have everyone evacuated before nightfall.
And after that? I asked you, what happens after the evacuation?
Per your orders, General, all battalions have completed the headcount. The number of volunteers for the rearguard. A total of 437 men.
Enough. Deliver my official seal to the Imperial Court, and deliver this letter to someone for me. If one day, you meet someone who claims to be our benefactor, give them this letter. If you never meet them, just burn it.
General, please let me stay. With 437 men, one more of us won't make a difference.
Your sister is in the West City.
She can escape on her own.
That is an order.
Yes, General.
That was the last of them.
General, will we make it out of here alive?
What is your name?
Reporting to the General, my name is Shichu.
How old are you?
18.
Tell the truth. Remember, Shichu. We stand here today, not because we want to die, but because the people behind us need time to escape. For every mile they run, their chances of survival increase. The longer we hold them off, the farther they can get.
So, will we fail?
I won't lie to you. We may not make it back, but dying here is worth far more than fleeing to save yourself, because you are protecting 30,000 lives behind you.
Lu Chenyang, you hang in there. Not a single one of your men is allowed to die. First, the rearguard must withdraw in batches, not all at once. Second, evacuate late at night, using the blizzard as cover. Third, set up decoy troops on the city walls before you retreat. Keep all the torches lit and the drums beating, to make the barbarians think the city is still guarded. But there is one problem. Once the barbarians realize the city is empty, their cavalry will give chase. The civilians won't be able to outrun them. Among the formulas my grandfather left behind, one is for an incendiary bomb. If I can block the exit of the secret passage, that narrow mountain path, then the pursuers won't be able to get through.
Shichu, I have a task for you.
At your command, General.
From now on, every half hour, beat the drums once on both the east and west walls. The louder the drums, the better. The faster the tempo, the better. We must make the barbarians outside the city believe that we are mobilizing our troops and preparing for a night raid.
Understood. But General, we only have a little over 400 men left. What good will beating drums do?
Make 400 men sound like 4,000. This is what we call a feint.
Oh, I see. Understood, General.
Saltpeter, sulfur, and grease. And a little more of this. Grandpa wrote that this is a substitute for white phosphorus. It's actually the powder scraped off match heads. This stuff is dangerous. I shouldn't make too much. 3 cans should be enough. That section of the mountain path by the exit is only about 20 feet wide at its narrowest. 3 cans will be enough to seal off the entire path. There. This is the best I can do. The rest depends on how he uses it.
You've even planned the retreat for me. The tools, the route, the means to block the pursuers. You've thought of everything. Who exactly are you? Why, across time and space, do you fight harder for me than anyone by my side?
One. I found another piece of obscure information about Lu Chenyang in an ancient text database. I found a fragment written by Lu Chenyang himself, the chronicle of the first battle of Yun City. But there is one crucial detail written here. He wrote that during the siege, there was someone who had been helping him all along. An ancient would never use a term like that, unless that person had told him so directly. 1. This noble benefactor of General Lu. Who do you think it is?
This fool, he actually wrote a book.
Listen up, everyone. Tonight, there will be no grand speeches. Only one thing matters. For every single one of you, I have prepared a way out. The secret passage leads to the exit, and with the rigard tactics I've set, the barbarians won't be able to catch up. So, I command you all to stay alive. Fight if you can, but retreat when necessary. This is not fleeing. This is preserving our strength.
General, what about you?
I will be the last to leave. My word remains unchanged. I shall stand as long as the city stands, until every one of you has withdrawn. I, Lu Chenyang, will not step down from these walls. This is my promise. And it is also my final account to the person who has been helping us all this time.
What do you mean, final account? You must stay alive. That is the only account I want. The barbarians are launching a night raid. They've realized something is wrong. Lu Chenyang, the barbarians are moving. Retreat, quickly.
General. The barbarian cavalry is massing toward the city gates. There are at least 2,000 of them. They are expected to attack in 15 minutes.
Good. It's about time they noticed. HMPH. Shichu, take your drum squad. Beat all 3 war drums simultaneously. Keep the tempo fast. And the volume at its peak. The rest of you, follow the daytime plan. To your positions. Fire arrows from the east wall. Hurl stones from the west wall. Light fires on the south wall. Maintain the attack for the duration of an incense stick. Once the incense burns out, everyone, rally at the south wall. Enter the secret passage in order. Remember, do not linger in battle. Do not look back. Do not wait for me. This is a military order.
Why is this different from our intelligence?
This is the last one.
General, you go first.
Shichu.
If you don't leave, I won't either. You said military orders are absolute, so you must obey them too. You said you wouldn't leave until everyone had withdrawn. Well, I am the last one. That makes you the second to last. Now that I'm here, it's your turn.
You brat. Go. Let's go together.
He's in. He really went in. That liar. He clearly said not to wait for him, yet he still insisted on being the last to leave.
General. It's freezing out here, even colder than the city walls.
The mountain winds are strong. Hang in there.
General. You really made it out.
I said I would return soon.
You said you'd be right behind us, but you never intended to leave at all. I only realized it after we left.
This is no time for that. How are the civilians?
The first group, the elderly, women, and children, are all settled in the thermal tents. There are no cases of frostbite. The second group, the able-bodied, are helping set up tents for the third group. As you commanded. Everyone only brought basic clothes and food. There is no bulky luggage to block the way.
Have everyone rest for tonight. We set off at the crack of dawn. Once the barbarians find the city empty, they will pursue us through the secret passage. We only have one night to widen the gap.
Yes, sir.
It's a relief to be out. All 400 men are accounted for. Over 30,000 civilians have been evacuated, but it's not over yet. At daybreak tomorrow, the barbarians will be on our heels. 30,000 civilians move slowly. If the cavalry catches up, it's all over. 30 li to the east is the next town. But there is a narrow valley passage in between. Both sides are flanked by sheer cliffs. The snow there is incredibly deep. The valley pass would be the ideal spot for an ambush, but we have to reach it first.
Old Chen, once we pass this valley, heading east, where is the nearest settlement?
It's near Town, about 30 li from here, but in between, we must pass through Eagle Beak Valley. Cliffs tower on both sides. The snow is at least waist deep. Even the strong struggle to walk through it. It will be far harder for the elderly and children.
If the young and strong clear the path, and the weak walk in the middle,
it will still take a full day to get there. The main problem is, within Eagle Beak Valley, there are two extremely narrow sections. Only one person can pass through at a time. For 30,000 people to file through, just getting past those two bottlenecks will take at least 4 hours.
The barbarian cavalry won't need 4 hours to catch up with us. Then at those two narrow passes, we'll set an ambush outside. Cavalry can't move quickly in deep snow either. As long as we can hold off the first wave, the rest will be easier to handle.
Let's use the incendiary bombs the benefactor gave us.
Only one jar left. We must make it count where it matters most.
The incendiary bombs are almost gone, but I can make more. There are still plenty of materials left from last time. Eagle Beak Valley. Each of the 2 narrow passes needs 1 jar. Plus, we need to block the retreat at the valley's mouth. 3 jars are needed in total. The materials are just enough. We'll hold out as long as we can.
General, the scouts have returned with a report. The barbarian pursuers have emerged from the secret passage. They are less than 10 li away from us.
What is their strength?
500 cavalry, 2,000 infantry. They found the city empty, and they are furious.
It's better that they are furious. Fury leads to mistakes.
At those 2 narrow passes in Eagle Beak Valley, I have already positioned the crossbowmen. Once the cavalry arrives, we'll target the horses first, then block the path.
How many incendiary bombs do we have left?
3 jars. The benefactor sent more last night. Exactly 3 jars.
The things she sends over are becoming increasingly dangerous. Does she even realize it?
What did you say, sir?
Nothing. Let's move out. To Eagle Beak Valley.
Was he just muttering about me? He must have been. I've studied the terrain of Eagle Beak Valley. Those 2 narrow passes are indeed perfect spots for an ambush. The problem is, after the ambush, what about the 500 cavalry and 2,000 infantry? There's a fork in the middle of Eagle Beak Valley. The map marks it as a dried-up riverbed. If we can turn off from there, we can circle around to Nyojiao town. General Lu, don't linger after the ambush. Take the detour through the riverbed, and make sure you remember this. You no longer carry the general's seal. You are no longer the garrison commander. You are now the 30,000 civilians, captain of the guard. A captain is not allowed to die on the battlefield. Do you hear me?
Let them get closer. A little closer. Loose.
General, we can deploy the incendiary bombs now.
No rush. Wait for their infantry to enter as well. Now. Ignite and seal the pass.
General, I just took down 2 of them. No, 3. General, the benefactor's route is brilliant. The barbarians must have thought we'd keep heading toward Oxhorn town. They would never have guessed that we'd turn into the riverbed halfway.
She even knows the terrain here perfectly well. Who on earth is this benefactor?
She can send supplies and knows both tactics and terrain. I'm becoming more and more curious.
A captain is not allowed to die on the battlefield. Do you hear me?
I'm glad he listened.
Hey, Wan, I found something huge for you. Guess what happened to Lu Chenyang? After the Battle of Yuncheng Pass, the reinforcements from the court finally arrived. They were a full 5 days late, but because Lu's forces wore down the main barbarian force, the reinforcements won a great victory. Lu Chenyang not only survived, but for his merit in defending the city, he was promoted to General of the North.
Really?
Absolutely. It's recorded in the official history. He held Yuncheng Pass for 11 whole days. They never surrendered, even when out of food and supplies. By the time the reinforcements arrived, only he and a few hundred wounded soldiers remained in the city. Still holding the line, he was later granted a marquisate by the court, and bestowed the title Zhongyi, meaning loyal and resolute.
Marquis Zhongyi, Lu Chenyang.
That's right. When he was defending the city, wasn't there a mysterious benefactor who had been helping him in secret? Who do you think that benefactor really was? Could it have been someone who traveled back in time?
Yeah. That person was me. I'll explain later. I have to go. Did you hear that? The reinforcements are almost there. Just hold on for a few more days. Just a few more days, Marquis Zhongyi. I'm okay. It's just low blood sugar. I'm going to go make some noodles.
5 kilometers ahead. The Imperial reinforcements have been sighted. It's the banner of the Anbei camp. There are at least 10,000 of them.
The reinforcements are here. They've really come. 11 days late, but they finally arrived.
The reinforcements have arrived. The 30,000 citizens. And the 437 brothers who held the rear. They all survived. During these past 11 days, I kept wondering, who exactly are you? Why? Across such an unknowable distance. Would you go to such lengths for me? I thought about it for a long time. But then I stopped. Regardless of who you are, or where you come from, I am indebted to you for this lifetime. I will repay you in the next. What I owe you in this life, I will repay in the next. If the next life isn't enough, then the one after that. Benefactor, I must go to meet the reinforcements now. Once we regroup with the main army, I'm afraid I will no longer be able to receive things from you at any time. Please, take care of yourself.
Who asked you to repay me? Just a few cases of water and some fever medicine. Is it really worth owing me until your next life? And just like that, he's gone. 11 days. It feels as if I've known him for 11 years. Lu Chenyang, Marquis Zhongyi. Until we meet again. This man really is, even as a marquis, he's still so dramatic.
One. I'm at your door. Open up. That day, you said the benefactor was me. What exactly did you mean by that?
Sit down first. I have something to tell you. Don't think I've gone mad. You know my family's ancestral bronze mirror. It can connect to a time and space from 1,000 years ago. When Lu Chenyang, the general of Yuncheng Pass, was under siege, I poured a glass of water into the mirror, and that water was delivered right to him.
Have you not been sleeping well lately?
That mysterious benefactor you were looking for is me, sitting right in front of you. That mysterious benefactor you were looking for is me, sitting right in front of you.
And where is that mirror now? It's no longer working.
The connection was cut after the siege of Yuncheng Pass was lifted. Everything that needed to be done is finished.
Does he know what you look like?
He has no idea.
Does he know your name?
No, he doesn't. He only knows me as his benefactor.
So you did all those good deeds, without even letting him know who you are?
As long as he knows someone helped him, that's enough.
Wait a minute. Lu Chenyang was later titled Marquis Zhongyi, and lived to be over 70 years old. History books say he never married. Some unofficial records say that he was waiting for someone, waiting for his entire life.
That fool.
One. You don't mean.
Yeah. Help me think about how to decorate the tea house. I want to turn the old house into a small tea house, and set up a small exhibition corner for Yuncheng Pass. I want to turn the old house into a small tea house, and set up a small exhibition corner for Yuncheng Pass.
Wait a second. We weren't finished with the topic just now.
I'm going to make some tea.
Su Wan. Don't change the subject.
Let the mountains and rivers bear witness. I shall never fail you. Lu Chenyang.
2 Tongxian mirrors were cast in total. 1 yin and 1 yang.
One connects to the past, and the other to the future. The one I have connects to the past. Could it be that the other one is in Lu Chenyang's hands?
You said the box was engraved with Lu Chenyang's writing. What's going on exactly?
I checked Grandpa's notes. There are 2 Tongxian mirrors in total, 1 yin and 1 yang. The yin mirror connects to the past, and the yang mirror connects to the future.
So the one in your hand is the yin mirror, which means the yang mirror was with Lu Chenyang.
If he really had the yang mirror, he should have been able to see the future. Maybe he saw something, which is why he engraved those words on the box.
What did he see?
I don't know. Maybe he saw me.
Then why don't you try to contact him again?
The mirror is cracked like this. It's unusable, unless...
Unless what?
Unless we find the other mirror.
Where would we even look? It's been over 1,000 years. It has long been lost, and its whereabouts are unknown.
I've had someone looking into it at the auction houses. 30 years ago, someone from an ancient town in the north acquired a bronze mirror. The pattern on the back is identical to mine. It was bought at auction by a collector named Lu.
Surnamed Lu? A descendant of Lu Chenyang?
I'm not sure, but the location of that ancient town is near the original site of Yunmen Pass.
That's quite a coincidence. Are you planning to go look for it?
Let's focus on getting the tea house running first.
Boss, is this mirror really 1,000 years old?
It's a family heirloom, passed down for many generations.
Is the legend of Yunguan real or fake? It sounds like something out of a novel.
Maybe it's true, maybe it's just a story. As long as the tea is good, that's all that matters.
I found something on a website for ancient texts. In his later years, Lu Chenyang wrote a record of the defense of Yun City. A certain title is mentioned repeatedly throughout. The person in the mirror. He said that while defending the city, a person in the mirror helped him in secret, but he was never able to thank them in person.
He didn't know my name, so that was the only way he could address me.
He also recorded an anecdote. He said he once saw a woman through the yarn mirror. She was sitting in a bright room, saying many things to him. He couldn't hear her voice, but he could tell she was smiling. The person he saw must have been you.
Are you still open?
I'm sorry, we're about to close, but if you'd like some tea, I can brew a cup for you.
Thank you, but I'm not here for tea. This mirror belongs to your family, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. May I ask who you are?
My name is Lu Jingwen. This mirror, I also have one at home. It's almost identical to this one.
What did you say?
My ancestors passed down an ancient bronze mirror. The pattern on the back is exactly the same as this one. On his deathbed, my father told me that our family's mirror is only half of a set, and the other half is with a family surnamed Su in the south. He insisted that I must find them. He said only when the 2 mirrors are reunited can the ancestral wish be fulfilled.
Who was your ancestor?
The general of the north from 1,000 years ago, Marquis Shoni, who remained unmarried his entire life. I am a descendant of his brother's lineage.
Lu Chenyang's younger brother.
Yes. The family tree states it clearly. Our ancestor, Lu Chenyang, spent his whole life searching for someone, but never found her before he died. The instructions he left were passed down through generations. If my descendants ever find the Su family, they must treat them with the utmost respect, and never be neglectful.
The person he was looking for is me.
What did you say?
Not me personally, but my ancestor. The Su family has guarded this mirror for generations. It is also written in our family records that our ancestor once used this mirror to help a general defend his city 1,000 years ago. The person your ancestor was looking for must have been my ancestor.
1,000-year search. And our generation has finally met.
Your mirror. Do you still have it?
Yes, I brought it with me for this trip.
The Yang mirror.
It's glowing. After all these years, it has never glowed before. What did you see?
It was nothing. I just felt that they finally met. It's nice. The vision was too brief. I couldn't see clearly. But that silhouette, it must be him. If only you could still work. Even if just for one last time. When the two mirrors unite, and yin and yang converge, the path between past and present opens. Yet once the energy is spent, the passage shall close forever. Only with blood as a guide, can it be reopened once more. But what would be the point? He is a marquis now. The borders are at peace. He no longer needs anything from me.
So, Lu Chenyan's descendant actually found you, and he brought the other mirror?
Yes. He said that his family has been looking for the Su descendants for 1,000 years.
That is absolutely incredible. 1,000-year quest across generations, all to fulfill a single promise.
The ancestral command left by Lu Chenyang.
So both mirrors are in your hands now.
Lu Jingwen left the young mirror with me as well. He said since the two mirrors are a pair, they belong together. Besides, his family no longer researches these things. Keeping them would just be for display.
Then you can reopen the passage. Didn't the note say that with blood as a guide? You can do it one last time.
Even if I reopen it, then what? He is doing well over there, and I am doing fine here. The story from 1,000 years ago has come to an end.
But...
Yeah, some things are better left in the heart. The portrait is actually quite handsome. I just wonder if he really looks like this. The portrait is actually quite handsome. I just wonder if he really looks like this.
You are finally here.
Lu Chenyang.
The one in the mirror. I have waited 40 years for you. 40 long years. Naturally, I have grown old, yet you look exactly as you did back then. You haven't changed a bit.
I'm not as you remember me. I never showed my face back then. How could you possibly know what I look like?
I held the young mirror. During the siege, I would occasionally catch glimpses through the glass of a woman's silhouette. It was very blurry. But I remember you were smiling.
That mirror of yours. Was it also a family heirloom?
It was left to me by my late father. He told me that this mirror, and another held by the Su family in the south, formed the Yin Young pair. If the Su descendants were ever in peril, they could use the Yin mirror to seek my aid. But when Yuncheng Pass was under siege, it was I who was saved by a descendant of the Su family. Fate was reversed. I feel ashamed to admit it.
Did you look for me afterward?
I searched for a lifetime. I sent men to the south to find any household named Su, but in that era, separated by vast lands, and with no way to communicate, I never found you. I only knew that my benefactor's name was Su, a descendant of the Su family. Beyond that, I knew nothing.
How did you know my surname was Su?
The young mirror told me. Every time you sent something through, the character Su would appear upon the mirror's surface. It was the resonance between the two mirrors.
So, the ancestral command you left for your descendants was to find a descendant of the Su family.
Yes. In this life, I have no regrets. Except one. That I could never thank you in person.
And now, you are finally here.
Lady Su, the 30,000 soldiers and civilians of Yun City Pass owe you a debt of gratitude that we shall never forget. Lu Chenyan offers you his deepest thanks.
Please don't. Stand up. You are at such an age. Please don't bow to me.
Have you been well?
I've been doing well. The ancestral house was saved. It's been turned into a tea house now. I tell your story to everyone who comes here for tea. Everyone says you're a hero.
The real hero is you. Without the provisions and medicine you sent, I wouldn't have lasted 3 days.
I only bought a few things and sent them through.
Every time you sent something, you are consuming your own life force. You think I didn't know? The young mayor showed me the bruises on your arm. They would spread further after every transmission. I watched those marks creep up day by day. But I was powerless to stop it.
You could see it.
I could. So, I know exactly how much of your life you sacrificed for me.
It was worth it. If I say it's worth it, it is. This was my choice. You have no say in it.
Ha 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 ha. 40 years, and your temper hasn't changed a bit. The energy is almost depleted. The passage won't hold for much longer this time.
If you have anything left to say it now.
I saw the tea house through the young mirror. It's beautiful.
I designed it myself. Your defense maps are still hanging on the wall.
I know. I saw everything. Lady Sue. With these mountains and rivers as my witness, this is our final farewell across the ages. I did it.
You did it.
Miss Sue, I have a humble request.
Please, go ahead.
I'd like to be near your tea house, and open a small bookstore. It'll specialize in ancient books and local chronicles. Regarding this chapter of Yuncheng Pass's history, the Liu family has preserved quite a few historical documents and records. We never had a suitable place to showcase them. Your tea house happens to be holding a small exhibition on Yuncheng Pass. How about we collaborate?
That's a good idea, but my place isn't very big.
The storefront next door happens to be for rent. I can rent it. We can open a side door between the two shops. Then guests who are drinking tea or reading can move freely between both sides.
Why do you want to work with me?
Our ancestral instructions contain a specific line. If you find the descendants of the Su family, words are unnecessary. Simply remain by their side as neighbors.
Just how many instructions did your ancestor leave behind?
Quite a lot. There's an entire volume in our genealogy dedicated to you. Correction, it's dedicated to the Su family benefactor. Every eldest son of the Liu family, before taking over the young mirror, must memorize that volume of instructions.
What does it say?
It records how you sent water, food, and medicine. It records how you helped our ancestor plan the secret passage retreat. It says you sacrificed years of your life to save the city. And it says our ancestor wished deeply to see you just once.
Then let's collaborate. I'll help you negotiate with the landlord for the shop next door. Mr. Liu, have the new ink rubbings of the Yuncheng Pass steelies arrive. Are they here?
They're here, along with something even better. It's Liu Qinyan's complete transcript of records of the first battle of Yuncheng. Previously, we only had fragments, but this time, from another collector, I've acquired the full volume.
The complete version?
Yes, it's all here. It records some details not found in the surviving fragments. For instance, in his later years, in his courtyard, he planted a tea tree from the south. Tea trees cannot survive in the north, so he replaced it with a new one every year. The records don't mention why, but I believe.
Mr. Liu, the tea has gone cold. Let me get you a refill. To help me transport those supplies, you've exhausted yourself to this extent. The young mirror on his side must be nearly shattered by now, too. This mirror has been with me for over 40 years. Through it, I often saw the distant lights of your tea house. Knowing you are well, I have no regrets in this life. If there is a next life, I wish to meet you again in a time of peace, not to defend a city, nor to repay a debt of gratitude, but simply to share a cup of tea together. The final words of Liu Chenyang. You knew all along that I ran a tea house. I know you saw everything through the mirror. You said in the next life, it won't be for gratitude, but just for a cup of tea. Who can say for sure what the next life holds? Who can truly say for sure? Good night.
Boss, I heard that behind this tea house, there is a very touching story.
Every antique has a story behind it. If you'd like to hear it, sit for a while, and I'll tell you slowly.
Auntie, why is this mirror so covered in cracks? Dao Dao. Why does this mirror have so many cracks? Dao Dao.
It's because it worked so hard doing so many things.
Do mirrors get tired too?
Yes, they do. It connected two people who were very far apart, so they could talk and send things to each other, and every time it was used, another crack would appear on its surface.
Can they still talk to each other?
They don't need the mirror anymore. They've promised to meet again in the next life.
When will that next life be?
I don't know, but they are bound to meet again.